Hey there. Just wanted to give you guys an update on my waist training. It's been about 2 months since I did my last video, and I've done a few things that I said I was going to do in my video, but not all. So I'll just kind of give you a quick rundown of kind of what has happened over the last 2 months. When I first took my measurements, or shall I say now, I'll just go ahead and run down what I lost and go from there. In my chest, I've lost a total of 5.5 inches. I'm down 30 to 34.5 in the bust area, so like under my loops. In my waist, I'm a 33. In my hips, I'm a 48. So that's a difference of 5.5 in the chest, a difference of 3.5 in the waist, and a difference of 1 inch in my hips since we did the last video. I've been working out. My son plays football, so he has practice 3 times a week. So instead of just sitting in the car, I decided to get a gym membership and started going to our local gym here. And I'll do 30 to 45 minutes of cardio. I try to get at least 3 miles of cardio, be it the elliptical, the treadmill, or the bike. If I do the bike, I do more because you can do a lot more on the bike. I wrap in plastic from my torso all the way down to about my knees. I wear leggings or tights if I wrap, just to kind of keep the wrap in place. And I sit in the steam room. I warm up in the steam room. So that's the first thing I do. I get my body warm immediately. I'm sweating from the jump. Stretch, warm up in the steam room about 5 minutes. Then do my cardio. 35 to 45 minutes, depending on kind of how I feel. And then steam, cool down, steam room, a few more minutes. And then like an extreme cool down. So I think CBS in the evening is on in the locker room. So I'll catch about 10 minutes of that. And then go to the weight room and do whatever weights I'm going to do that day. I try to work a lot on my back, on my chest, my arms. So that's really my problem area. I'm okay with my lower body because I do the cardio. It's gonna retain its muscle tone. It's gonna be okay for the most part, and then everything else is pretty much wrapped in plastic. So I think going forward, I'm gonna do more of a total body workout to kind of start evening things out. But like I said, since I started, I've lost 7.5 inches total in the chest area. It's just chest and back alone. So I've done a lot. Even if you look at the last video I can tell a major difference in between the 2 videos in just a 2-month time frame. Kind of hit a plateau with my working out. I got all the way down to about 31 pounds, and then I evened out at about 26 is what I'm at right now. I'm at 189 right now. So I kind of evened out right there at 189, and I don't really eat the greatest. I don't do protein shakes or drink, anything special. I try to increase my water intake, but it's been kind of slacking over the last month here too. But you have to drink a lot of water when you do the steam room because you'll just dehydrate, you'll feel sick, and I don't like to feel sick. I'm definitely looking at suggestions. I said after the holidays, I was going to go and move forward with continuing to lose weight. I want to drop about another 30 pounds or so. And I really want to tone up upper body, waist, obviously a tone of everything, but I really start looking for muscle tone and definition. I was going to get more heavier into yoga, some of the strength yoga, Pilates, to kind of lean myself out a little bit. I'm tall, but I'm wide, so I want to, get that long look, at least look tall, because I don't really look tall. I look more wide than anything, so I think that's my focus. Come the beginning of the year, I don't want to discourage myself over the holidays. I want to eat over the holidays. And I put in work and I still go to the gym. So none of that will change because now I'm always in the gym. I got to go to the gym. I wake up in the morning. Yes, today's a gym day. Some days I go when it's not a gym day. So that's pretty much what's been holding me on, is going to the gym all the time. As far as the Centra goes, it is, it's pretty durable. I won't say it's not durable. I'm pretty rough on it. I wear it all the time, 24/7. I've slacked off quite a bit. We'll get into like some of the pros and cons. So a lot of the pros, if you remember from the last video, I had done it like day 2 of me having it. It was almost impossible for me to button up, and it wasn't really flexible. Well, it kind of, you know, if you work out in it, I'm walking it, I do everything in it, so it starts to flex and it starts to give a little bit more. But sometimes it got to a point where it gave too much. All right, picking up where we left off. Sorry, my son's school call. From the last 2 months, it has pretty much gone through it. I've had to take it apart in places and sew it, if you can see that. Like the inside, the rods, they flex. So they're kind of hard. I mean, I can see it because it's poking through. But that's what it looks like. It's really thin, but it's flat and wide to kind of hold up. And you have 4 of these. You know, 2 long ones in the front and 2 short ones in the back. And they're a pain. They're a pain. I had to stop wearing it a couple days because it digs into your skin. I'm light skinned, so every little bruise, every little mark shows up. So I have like these 4 points where it presses into my skin. I wore a tank top for a little bit, but then it starts sliding as you come down, and I really need to get a new one because I've kind of just worn this one out. I can't, it's not doing it, I'm not going to say it's job anymore, because it definitely holds me up and it helps me sweat when I'm in the gym, but it's not cinching and pulling because I've come down on the inches that I've, you know, needed to. So I'll just go through. And I'm going to get the gym trainer next, which is really shorter. This one is kind of long, but it's shorter to go, you know, just around the waist while you're working out. And it's latex, so to help you sweat a lot more. I also got the caffeine cream from prettygirlwasted.com or prettygirlcurves.com. I did the caffeine cream, and it does help you sweat, but it doesn't do anything for the stretch marks. I'll tell you that much. Doesn't do anything for those. It helps you sweat, but if you do too much, like I drink coffee, it's caffeine. You have to remember that. So I drink coffee, so I'll find myself getting the jitters or getting sick on the stomach because I have too much caffeine in me. So that's something I've had to modify or pay attention to. And I try not to do it. I'll come home at lunch and do it so I'm not at work all day. I'm only at work half the day, and then I come home and work out. I try to put it on every time I work out, though. So that definitely does help you sweat. And I just sweat to keep the water off because I can retain water pretty well, and that sweating just kind of helps keep that off. I think I'm pretty hydrated. I don't feel dehydrated. Everything else internally is doing okay. So I don't think, you know, I'm dehydrated in any kind of way. So we'll just kind of go through. We'll see the changes. If you remember from the last video, I wore the same shirt. This shirt pretty much was, you know, kind of full and out for the last video. This is kind of where I'm at right now with no cincher on. You can see, I mean, you have the rolls from your bra, but pretty much all of this is gone. I'm not going to show you my belly because I'm not. So there we are here. And we'll go through, put the cincher on. We're on the 2nd row now. Put that first one on. You gotta keep pulling. That's the little flexi rod that comes out. And I went on her website and she said if you have like a really deep curve in your back, like your back really pokes in, like you right here, like that, it'll do that. And really the only way to do it or to avoid that is to get like a true corset instead of a cincher, because these are not steel. So I've been debating on whether or not I'm going to get another cincher. or if I'm just gonna, you know, go for it and get a corset and just kind of, you know, work my way down in one of those. I think that is going to be my better option though. So here we are. We're in. And this takes me down to about 31 to 30 inches on the second row. So it definitely gives you lift, push, gives you boobs. I'm not really heavy chested, but it pushes everything up. So it gives you boobs. Other than that, I hadn't really come across any other problems or any other issues. If you have questions that may come across, feel free to leave those in the comments box or find me on Twitter. I'll leave my hashtag, or excuse me, my ad name in the little box. And hope to see you guys in hopefully sooner than 2 months. Bye.